What is happening, TwT fans? It is so good to be back on this May 21st, 2026. It's time for another Talkin' with Topher. This is episode 320, and boy, oh boy, do I have a show for all of you out there. I'm so excited, but before I get into any of that, let me start off the way I always do by saying thank you. Thank you to all of my subscribers. You are the reason I keep coming back week after week. If you're new, remember to subscribe. Hit that button, everybody. It's free for you. This thing is not free to do. Of course, you want an opportunity to tell your story or be a guest on the podcast? talkinwithtopher@gmail.com is the official email of the podcast. So send an audio, video, or type it out. Linktree link is in the description below the video, along with all links discussed on this podcast today. So make sure you go and check them out and do your own research. All right, everybody. And now, with all the housekeeping out of the way, I've got a guest for all of you today. Yes. So I am super excited. This man has been on the podcast more than anybody at this point, keeps coming back for more, and I am always so happy to have him on the pod, to have these discussions that I think should never die. And today, this weapon in front of me, this microphone, this camera, these platforms, this is the biggest weapon that we have today. So we are not afraid to use it here in Topher Studios. So I'm sure you've already guessed. I'm sure you already know this man needs no introduction. But today, my guest is Micheal Firth.
Before I lost my voice, dude, I lost it again a couple weeks ago. And I used to be able to do a bunch of different voices, and I've lost that ability. Like, a couple of voices I can't do anymore. It blows my mind. Like, you ever watch Trailer Park Boys?
Mm-hmm.
Bubbles had the little puppet.
Yeah, Bubbles.
I'd be like, Bubbles. I can't do it now.
Yeah, we did it on the podcast.
Remember?
Yes.
It was perfect before.
It was great.
I can't get my vocal cords to do that now.
Allergies?
It starts out as allergies, and then I get coughing fits, and I keep getting stuff caught in my throat.
Yeah, that's what me and the wife have been going through. You want to know what I found out?
Sure.
Construction, right? Technically, the plants that they plant on a construction site, any new build, when they're doing parking lots, all the trees, all the bushes, they're supposed to do like 40-60 on the plants. 40 like female and 60 male. Mm-hmm. And what they do is the male plants are cheaper. So they put more male, they produce all the pollen, and it has nowhere to go. Dude,
it kills me.
Blew my fucking mind, dude. No wonder why we're in clouds of fucking pollen all the time.
What happened, probably 2 months ago, I'd been off the Zyrtec or whatever for 3-4 months because in the wintertime it doesn't bother me. And something spawned, I have a problem with a lot of the grass pollens and stuff.
Yeah.
So one of those things started to spawn, and it hit me so hard for 3 days. I was just hacking like a lung, and just my voice box was like, no.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. But that was what I found out about the pollen and everything. And since we're already chatting, getting into it. Welcome back, everybody. We're here. Micheal is in studio. And, we're already talking about pollen and how construction workers fucking go cheap and cause all of us to have the allergies that we have today. So
it's ridiculous.
Oh, it's so good to have you back in the studio. It's a crazy time, and there are crazy things just going on right now.
Think about it. Since 2020, every year I've said it can't get any worse than this, can it? And it just keeps getting crazier.
Dude, it's
and
so
crazier.
bad.
And
it's
crazier.
so bad.
Man, do we have some stuff to talk about today?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Where do you want to start?
First off, I want to start with this. Since I have my little guy, I've taken the last 2.5 years off from jiu-jitsu. And I will say that coming back the other day, man, you've gotten a lot better. You've gotten a lot. And it used to be that I feel like you used to be a little intimidated by me because I'm a lot bigger and stronger. Dude, the last couple of times we've rolled, you come after me like you're trying to murder me, and I love it. You have no fear anymore. You're fast. Dude, your skills are getting there, bro. It's. I love it. I love seeing it. I'm very, very proud of you. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I had to share that because, dude, I'm absolutely impressed with you. Anybody watching that doesn't believe this, come to the mats and let him kick your ass, or watch him kick your ass. It'd be awesome.
Dude.
Love it, brother.
I do appreciate it. And no, actually, I don't know if I'm one of a few, but I don't really see my progress. I get to
I do.
I get to hear about it more. There are things that happen and I go, that's cool, it's working. Yeah. But I don't really see my progress that much. But it's just like Professor tells us, when we're up there, he's like, you're going to come in and you're not going to have a good day. But then you come back and you do have a fantastic day. It's just going to be that roller coaster ride. Sometimes you walk in there and you're like, I'm going to kick ass. Those are the days I lose. The days I walk in there and I say, I am fucking tired, I'm going to get my ass kicked, boom, I have a great day. But I also do believe that the more tired we are and the more I don't really want to do this, the more our technique takes over.
Oh, yeah.
Where when we think we're going to...
without the hard way.
Yeah. But like when you get in there and you're like, I'm going to do this, and this, and it doesn't work, it all of a sudden like slides you back. So I do appreciate hearing that because, every time Mason tells me, Dan tells me, Elijah, you, everybody, but that's when I notice my progress.
Being away for as long as I have been, I mean, so excited to get back into it like 3-4 nights a week or something. That's where I'm pushing towards. I'm still finishing unpacking just moving, but I'm looking forward to get back into it. But having not really rolled with you the last 2 years, dude, and watching with other people, your game's a lot better.
I will have to say, man, that's the one thing I always do is I literally pick everybody bigger than me all the time. Yeah. All the time.
If there were people, I would take it too.
It was funny one day, just kind of digress a little bit here. But I'm just like, I was in class and everybody's picking partners and I forget the gentleman's name, but he's a bigger dude. And I picked him out and I was like, let's do this. And Mason looks at me and he goes, did you get the short straw? And I go, never, Mason.
No, I picked him, right?
I picked him. And he goes, I love that about you. And I'm like, thank you. Because this is, I'm not here to have an easy time. I'm here because I want to progress. And the only way to progress is to put yourself in those uncomfortable spaces.
So do you pick Tommy Bolduck a lot?
No, no, I don't.
Not only, I'll tell you what, amazing jiu-jitsu for not the biggest guy. He's amazing.
He's amazing, yeah.
Even more so, an amazing realtor. Dude, he was awesome.
Yeah.
He was awesome. I recommend him over anybody.
I'm telling you, the day that I can find time to go to one of his events, I'm definitely going to go. But
Guy's awesome. He's awesome at jiu-jitsu too. So
yeah, well.
But just a good dude all around too.
Did he get his professor stripes yet? Has it been that long?
I don't know.
Yeah.
He told me he got his black belt. I didn't.
I know.
It's been a while.
I think it's been almost a year. So he should be getting his professor stripes if he hasn't gotten them already. But yeah, amazing jiu-jitsu, dude. No, I do not pick out Tommy. No, it is like I don't pick out Dan. I don't pick out Mason. I don't pick out Tim. I let them call me out. Because it's just. I don't know. I find it to be a little bit more
traditional that way.
More rewarding too. Yeah. Like it's just like, oh, you want to roll with me today? That's awesome. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I let them pick me. I kind of go through the rest of the room, and I don't know if that hinders my jiu-jitsu any, but I just feel like that's the better way to go about that situation for myself.
Well, my first class back, I saw, you and Mike, the two smaller brown belts. I mean, I probably have 100 pounds on either one of you at least, and probably more. And and then I saw the two blue belts that were a little bit bigger, and I was, I grabbed the bigger of the two blue belts, and man, I could do whatever I wanted to that guy. I felt bad.
Yeah.
And I haven't been training for 2.5 years, but still, this muscle memory just comes back.
Oh, it does.
Good. And
it feels great.
I felt awesome after class.
Yeah, and now that I'm coaching, I'm very excited because this is a different path that I never thought I would be on. Yeah. So it's all It's all growing, dude. It's also kind of cool, you know, remembering 11 years ago and being a white belt at the back of the line, and now we're all at the front of the line. Absolutely. And it's like, it's just such a cool transformation because like all the people that were in front of me are now up on the wall with their black belts and I lead the line most of the time. And it's just it's an incredible feeling to be able to be where I am and coach and help people with their jiu-jitsu. And I love it so much.
It's all your hard work paying off, brother.
Yeah. It's been an amazing time. That's probably the best time today I have is going to jiu-jitsu. It's the only time we get to forget about the rest of the world. But today,
dude,
we got some shit.
If once little man gets body training, we get him into karate, I will be there so much. People will be sick of me.
Yeah. That's going to be awesome.
Nonstop. But, we'll get there. He's only 3. He's still learning. But,
yeah. What is it, 5?
Something like that. They want him at least potty trained for a little while and, no issues with that. But,
that makes sense. Okay.
It's funny. I was talking to somebody. They're like, I was talking to my cousin last night. And he's like, don't worry. I'll be able to kick your little guy's butt when he gets older. He's my younger cousin. I go, I don't know about that. He said, his hip escape game is unreal. Like his jiu-jitsu is probably better than yours. He's 3.
Well, we naturally come with those moves.
He does, but I've also been teaching him since he was like 1.5. So little things and like I hug his legs and he starts right away. He's framing, he's pushing off. It's like
I don't have kids, but like my nieces and nephews and stuff. It's amazing to watch kids because you're like, oh wow, we actually lose that mobility as we get older because we choose not to use it.
Well, I stretch them out every day.
It's so like, and you're just like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to pick things up. That's how you're supposed. But like the way the kids actually move and do it. Like we lose that as adults, but like you gain it back through martial arts.
Do you remember the video of Eddie Bravo when he put his feet together, put them into his crotch, he pushed his knees to the mat?
Yeah, dude.
And he's like, I won't ever give anybody a black belt who can't do this. My 3-year-old does it and sits there like that, pushing his legs down and just laughs.
Dude, I've been trying to do that for 11 years.
Yeah, I'm not even close.
I've gotten much closer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I want him to be a better athlete than Dad. So
yeah.
Maybe not as much of a strength athlete.
Right.
But just a better overall athlete would be great. Plus his brain too is a huge thing. So thankfully he got Mom's brains. Dad used to be smart, but he had a lot of concussions, so not so much.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right, though.
But
the concussions are not, they're not hereditary, so you're fine. You're fine. Yeah. Luckily, the smarts was hereditary. Yeah. So even though you lost some of yours with a concussion, he got everything that you had.
Oh yeah. My biggest issue now is I can't remember anybody's name.
Dude, I never could.
Or places, or pretty much nouns, people, places, and things.
People, places, and things. Dude, I'm terrible with names, so it's fine.
I used to remember everybody and everything.
Really?
I run into random people. They're like, "Hey, Mike, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Who the hell was that?"
Oh wow,
that's bad.
That's my go-to.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wow. No kidding.
Getting old, brother.
Yes. Well,
50 this year. So
50. All right. I'm creeping on the 47. So
yeah,
I'm not far behind.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, it's a good time though.
Yeah. Wonderful time to be alive.
All right, let's get into the crazy. There's a lot to talk about today.
All right. So I want to start right here because this is probably, I mean, we're all talking about Mr. Wonderful, Bill Gates, and all the wonderful things that he's doing for us. And look at what he's invented today.
So this is what all the fuss is about.
This is the first synthetic species.
And how long did it take you to make this?
Well, if you count the total time from the conception, about 15 years.
And how many millions?
About $40 million over that entire time period.
In practical terms, it's about as useful as the mold that grows in a bachelor's refrigerator. But scientifically,
that's how useful it is.
It's a milestone.
And people wwonder why he says, they say, oh, well, we know another pandemic's coming.
I wonder why we know it's coming.
Gee, I don't know.
It's right here. It costs $40 million.
On a computer, manufactured in the laboratory, and gets its genetic instructions from a synthetic chromosome made by man, not nature.
And it's alive.
It's alive and self-replicating. It means
Self-replicating,
it
dude.
indefinitely
Pause that
grow
for a
and-
second.
Yeah.
So you get with the self-replicating. What does that remind you of? What does that make you think of?
Self-replicating?
It's something that's self-replicating, but it's a machine. Nanotech.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the nanotechs.
And what was a lot of people, conspiracy theorists were saying in those vaccines, a lot of people think Bill Gates and them were throwing nanotech in there.
Nanotech
And
into the vaccines.
They were even
right.
telling you, they were saying, well, the reason we're using the mRNA, which literally changes your DNA,
Yes.
that using that, they could rewrite people's DNA to be able to help them.
Right. Right.
I think it's honestly more so they can easily target and kill people that they want to, and if there are, nanotech stuff in those vaccines, then they can do whatever the hell they want
well,
to.
what if it's not nanotech per se, and it's just this?
Well,
this bacteria.
This is creating, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but there are people who believe that, like cancer is actually bacterial.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
yeah.
And that stuff like this is how they create that stuff, and it's possible. I mean, you look at some of the potential cures, a lot of it looks like they're fighting a bacteria.
I mean, they spent $40 million
which is nothing
to
for them,
make
but,
a bacteria that's all man-made.
yeah, it's terrifying.
I mean, what are we
They're
doing?
playing God.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, really, any of these things, when you really go down the rabbit hole deep enough, I know I've said this a million times.
It always leads
and
there.
not to sound super preachy, but it always leads to God is real, and they hate him,
Yes.
and they're trying to do everything they can to screw us over and to fight against God, to make everyone hate God or not believe in God.
Yes.
And that's it. And that's, we'll get into that some more, some of the other stuff. But
It is pretty crazy. Do you
Yeah.
want to continue playing this?
I think we kind of made our point on this, but yeah, I mean,
All right.
if they're already starting to make diseases and bacteria,
Then
I mean,
they're
go back
making
to
anything.
In 2019, you had Event 201 that Bill Gates and his buddy Jeff Bezos put on, and basically it was all these CEOs of major companies. It was October of 2019. They had all these CEOs come. They were talking about what they would do in the event of a pandemic in 2019, October 2019. The next 2 weeks, we had more CEOs step down from their job and sell off stock than ever before in the United States history of corporations.
Yep.
And then what happened a few months later?
The pandemic.
You don't think that these people they all know what they're doing? This shit's all planned. It's all, I mean, that's why we were talking about it as a pandemic 5 years ago. But
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Everything
messed up.
that is happening right now is planned.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about a plan, though, and I'm going to quote Sam Tripoli because he's going to be kind of involved in this podcast a lot today, but
Love Sam Tripoli.
what he said is that you can plan whatever you want. These elites, these people have got plans, right? But you ever thrown a party? You ever thought how the party was going to go, how your night was going to go, how everything was going to go? And it never goes the fucking way you want. So they are literally trying to do this to the entire fucking world right now. The chances of them actually getting exactly what they want may not happen for them, and they're too dumb to figure that out. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think that they have a lot of plans. And towards the end of the podcast, we'll definitely talk about
Oh,
that
yeah.
to wrap up. But
No. I think there's a ton of them out there.
yeah.
And the missing scientist is, I think, one of the bigger keys to everything that's going on right now, and why they are like, dude. It feels like they're just fucking hitting the red button left and right, dude.
This video is
This is crazy.
Oh my God. Like, we joke about this kind of stuff on the podcast all the time. Like, my car's in good shape. I'm not going to commit suicide.
But
play
this
the
is
video.
but
Nuts.
this is real shit, dude. People are fucking disappearing, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Of all these missing scientists, there's one that makes it obvious something's going on and they don't want us to know about it.
We discovered anti-gravity and our lives went to shit. and people started sabotaging us, and it's a harassment, threat.
Amy Eskridge. She was a high-level aerospace engineer in Huntsville, Alabama. She was working on anti-gravity. She talked about exotic propulsion, suppressed energy weapons, and how the gatekeepers were closing in on her. And then she was gone. The official report says suicide in June of 2022. Case closed. But how do you close a case when the victim literally predicted their own suicide weeks before? Amy sent text to her friends saying, and I quote, "If you see any report that I killed myself, I most definitely did not."
If you stick your neck out in public, at least someone notices if your head gets chopped off. If you stick your neck out in private, they will bury you. They will burn down your house while you're sleeping in your bed.
You don't think
and
so?
it won't
Ask
even
Seth
make the
Rich.
news.
She showed photos of mysterious burns on her hands, claiming she was being targeted.
That
with
part
directed
freaked me out,
energy
bro.
weapons.
If she had a blue roof, she probably would have been okay.
As I've been typing, because you can beam me through there and through there, and you can get a 3D image of what I'm typing.
She told people she was being watched, and she's the 11th scientist in this field
Up
to
to
go
13
missing.
now,
or
I think.
turn
Yeah, well, I
dead
was
in the
just gonna
US.
say,
Something's going on. Of all
Yeah,
these
something is going on, and you're right. There's 13 of them now, as far as I know, as well.
If you know, if you go with mainstream science and say that space is real and all that, which I don't think so, but
Me neither.
if it was real, anti-gravity would be so huge that I actually read a book about if that kind of a thing happened, and in the book, people all of a sudden this technology is like light years ahead. So not even thinking about just here.
Mm-hmm.
You could take a submarine and throw anti-gravity into it, and if space is like the scientists say, you can literally fire right up into space and go look for another planet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you had anti-gravity, it wouldn't matter
No.
what you're in.
No, as long as it's airtight, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be solid in a sub.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Hypothetically,
I mean,
yeah,
it's all hypothetical anyway.
It was a very interesting book. I don't remember the name of it, but
I mean,
anti-gravity is a huge deal.
But the anti-gravity, the propulsion theory, never mind fucking plasma. Plasma has been a giant thing too. These guys are all involved in the plasma. Yeah. And the plasma is supposedly is what is throughout everything. It's everywhere. It's in everything that we touch. And if we could absorb that and utilize it, we can get energy. And that's a lot of them were
plasma. Or are you talking about lost element, or whatever that was?
No, not the lost element.
What was that one?
This is plasma. The lost element was oh, you son of a gun. It's not dark matter.
No.
It's I can't remember because I'm bad with that stuff.
You know what I was talking about.
But no, I just listened to recently Sam Tripoli podcast where he had somebody on and they were talking about plasma. He was a scientist with plasma background, and he's worked on it for like 30 years. Oh, ether.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
Ether. No. But yeah, he did a lot of explanation on plasma, and he was bringing up the scientists that have gone missing that were working on the plasma and how it would actually create endless energy if we could trap it, and we've gotten close, but it's weird how they're all dead now or missing.
Yeah.
Or they, of course, they did it to themselves, of course.
Like that meme I sent you about the guy on the airplane, and he has the guy next to him talking about, I just created an engine that works on water.
Yeah. You're like, no, this plane's going down, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm dead.
Oh,
but
no.
it's just like I said, they won't allow it to happen because if it happens, it benefits us, and we are not allowed to benefit. If we're looking at anything today, they love where
sick.
No,
just struggling to
they
get by.
love where we are right now. They're loving this. They would love it more in the next year or so, because I don't know about you, Spirit Airlines, 17,000 employees are now out of work.
I mean, Spirit Airlines that could have gone actually they were supposed to try to merge with what's the blue airline now?
Oh, is it JetBlue?
JetBlue tried to merge with them like 2 years ago, and
wasn't it stopped? Monopoly?
It was stopped by Elizabeth Warren and all her cronies.
Yeah.
She bought a shit ton of the Spirit Airlines stock, and now she just sold it, 20,000 shares of it. She probably made $200 million.
Before they shit the can?
Just before.
Come on, dude.
Just before.
Insider trading.
100%.
What are we doing?
Dude, it's disgusting.
This is crazy, bro.
Her husband, they claim, is like this huge, like,
I get so angry about this stuff,
like,
man.
Dude, it's 100%
It's
just
all they keep doing.
Oh,
it's
dude.
all they keep doing. They just keep filling their pockets.
Here's the thing. And it's like they're all friggin' demons in my mind. And they have to live by this one code. They put it out there in your face. And if you don't do anything about it,
Gives them permission.
you accept it.
Yep. Basically,
And
you just gave them permission. That's what they're doing.
Know, God said, the only thing it takes for evil to win is for good people to do nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what's
100%.
happening.
And that's what's happening. And
All the time.
And Sam Tripoli again, instant gratification is the
terrible.
devil's work.
No, 100%.
That is the devil. That's Satan right there.
100%.
So if you are just spending your life looking for instant gratification today, it's been designed by Satan to cause you pain and suffering because it's not what it's supposed to be. I did not get my third stripe on my brown belt overnight. It was 11 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like, you can't have instant gratification's fake, everybody. It's fucking fake.
You know, that's why someday, and you know what? Maybe it's in 2 or 3 years, maybe it's in 10 years. I will get that black belt someday. You'll probably have it a lot sooner than me, but I will get it someday. You know why? Because nobody can never take that away from you.
No.
That's something you
No,
earn.
you earn it.
You actually do more hours on the mats getting your black belt than it takes to become a doctor.
Anything that
You know what
you're
I mean?
doing,
Like,
if
work
you,
for that.
if you, like starting a podcast,
Yeah.
like I hope it takes you years to actually get something that's solid.
Yeah.
Because if you open it up and all you're doing is all the catchy shit that's being done today and all you're doing is getting the money or whatever it is, eventually that fizzles out.
Oh, absolutely.
And it dies because there's no authenticity.
Yeah.
I believe in authenticity. I like to listen to authentic people. But I find that we get suppressed more because we're not doing the silly, stupid, dumb things. There's like 4 things if you do on Instagram today, and it's like terrible things to do to yourself or anybody else.
Oh, yeah.
But you get suppressed if you're just talking about this shit.
Oh, I know.
And
And
it's
that's the thing.
it's just the way it is. Instant gratification has been put in front of everybody's face, and unfortunately, I still believe, and I know that a lot of people disagree with me, but I think there's a lot more sheeples today than people like me and you. And I do believe that the generations growing up today with the phones in their hands are completely different than the generations that, like me, or even Tyler before you even, he's in his 30s now. So he's right on that cusp. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's still a determined, hardworking person.
Yep.
There's not a lot of those people left. It's weird. Everybody wants instant gratification. They don't want to do hard work, and they just want all the money for sitting around, and they want to get a trophy for waking up in the morning. The generations have changed. You know, I want more Izzies in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that is a hard-driven child. I've never seen anybody work that hard. And you don't see that.
No.
That's an anomaly, and it shouldn't be.
The hard part, like, my son Nathan is 23. You know, it's funny. I have 2 kids that are 20 years apart.
Which is wild.
I know it is kind of wild. I'm nuts for, doing it again, but I don't regret it at all. I love my wife. I love my son, so it's great. But my 23-year-old, he's of this generation where he sees all these kids making millions on Instagram or whatever, YouTube or all that stuff. And it's like, dude, that's like 0.001% of the people out there doing the shit. Like, I'd love to see you become a millionaire doing this, but realistically, you're probably never going to make any kind of real money on it.
I don't think I'll ever make a penny.
But you have passion for it, so it's awesome. I hope you do. I hope you do someday.
The one thing that I do like about this is that we don't get suppressed anymore.
Well, yeah.
So, for now, but still,
But my point is, like, my son Nate, he has these grand ideas. He's got these big ideas, and then, he'll do a job for a few months, and then he's like, well, maybe if I go do this instead. It's like he doesn't stick to anything.
You gotta stick to the grind.
Dude, you gotta figure it out as you go. Have a job and work on that dream on the side and try to get there with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta pay the bills, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You gotta pay the bills.
Right.
You know?
And that is really missed. But
Hopefully he figures it out soon,
but they also don't teach you anything in school anymore.
No, oh God, no, it's a joke.
They don't teach you anything. I always thought, and this is old thinking, I always thought homeschooling was kind of crazy. What are you doing? And now I think they're the smarter people for taking them out of the public school system, because the public school system, I mean, I was blown away when there's not American flags. They're there, but they don't salute them anymore. They don't pledge allegiance. So I mean, I don't have kids, so I fell out of the loop. But you're like, what happened? Where did that go? And what is all this new stuff that they're teaching kids? Are they even teaching? Like I was watching
some of them, yes.
my nieces and my niece do her math homework, and I was like, what is this?
It's awful.
And she's like, and I'm like, this is not math.
No.
You know, it's weird. I don't know. I just think the
it's
school
terrible.
system's very broken today, and I think people doing homeschooling are actually doing it right.
That's kind of the plan we're going with.
I mean, it's weird.
We want to homeschool Ivar. Whether we're going to be able to or not, I don't know, but we're hoping to.
And I mean, if you...
And my wife's a teacher, so that should tell you something.
Right. And, well, yeah.
She doesn't want to be in a public school. And that's how bad it is.
And that's crazy. And it's like, I don't think the privates are that much better either. I just don't, I don't know. They're all institutions if you think about it. So at the end of the day, an institution is pushing an agenda always. But speaking of agendas that we're pushing, let's get back into this. We got this guy here. He's a Green Beret, and let's hear what he has to say.
You know, if you stop putting dots up on the wall, I'd stop connecting the dots. So first we had the Cybertruck driven by a Green Beret that said he knew about alien anti-gravity propulsion systems, blows up a Cybertruck, we never talk about it again, drops out of the news cycle. For the next year, we tell you that scientists are disappearing, all working on the same project, anti-gravity propulsion systems. And then this. April 25th, an Air Force veteran that was supposed to testify in front of Congress talking about these systems magically dies of a drug overdose.
An accidental drug
overdose. Ooh. You know, so, I mean... that is what's happening, dude. That's what's happening.
People start disappearing.
People are just disappearing for actually saying the truth.
Yep.
And when you have somebody who has what was the accidental drug overdose? You know what I mean? Like, what how do we accidentally do that?
It's like, what was it? Oh, Boeing. When Boeing airplanes,
Jesus Christ,
they had like 3 whistleblowers, die
magically. Yeah, everybody was
right
like,
before they're supposed to testify.
Yeah,
like, anyone looking into that?
I mean, nobody looked into it, and
it's a joke.
And I don't understand in today's day and age with the technology that we have, when shit like this is going down, they're just like, yeah, no big deal. We're not going to pay attention. I mean,
everywhere. You can't
we get
find
it. They're all under control, and everybody's a puppet. And I think I'm going to have to agree with Sam Tripoli that I think the European banking system is at the top of the food chain. They're at the
World
top.
Bank, but yeah.
But he called it the European Bank.
No. The World Bank is all run by the World Bank, the Fed, the Fed Reserve, which is neither federal nor does it have. But it's
like the Rothschilds, the Masons, they're all under those.
Oh yeah, they're all
together. You know. I think Sam did a really good job of describing it. Like, I guess if you know Mad Max, the enemy that he had to fight, he had a little body on top of it, and it was like running him. And it was
about Mad Max.
Thunderdome. Yeah. And then like, but
out of town.
Yeah, but like you got the little thing controlling the big guy, but the little guy was being controlled by the people upstairs. So that's the little guys, the Rothschilds and all them. The big guys is our government and everybody else, and then the banking system runs it all, dude. Runs it all. It's crazy, and that's why they constantly just go, it's an accidental drug overdose. It happens, right? No. What do you mean accidental drug overdose, dude? What are you talking about?
true story.
Like what? He took heroin and he didn't know it was laced with fentanyl. What are you talking about, dude? That doesn't. Or what? He took an Adderall and it was laced with shit because why? He bought it in Mexico. Like where? What source?
Oh please,
you know what I mean?
If you take any medications, if they want you gone, they'll just put it in your normal prescription.
I mean, it's crazy to think that you could even hide from any of these people, honestly.
Dude,
at this point, I love Tyler Hansen.
Some of his stuff is a little ridiculous.
Oh my goodness!
It is, but he does it very
for sure.
Headed towards Earth. Oh my goodness! Don't worry, guys. There's a firmament. We're gonna be okay. You don't know what the firmament is, or believe we have one? Well, you should stick around because I'm going to prove it to you scientifically. First, let me show you something. You probably still think you live here, but guys, this is just a picture. They admit to it being a picture. And if it was real, why are the copy and paste clouds the exact same? Second, if you don't know what the firmament is, well, it's what every single ancient culture believed was actually over our heads. Not
except for ours
space.
today.
You know, an enclosed system, kind of like we're in a terrarium. Well, every single culture except for our current day one who NASA provides us fake pictures of.
Not a space agency.
Like I said, every single ancient culture has thought that we lived in an enclosed system. And some of them even thought that there were layers to the firmament, kind of like this one. And funny how it lines up with the colors of the rainbow. Have you ever heard of Roy G. Biv? Red, orange, yellow, green, indigo, blue, violet. Imagine that.
Weird.
You know, rainbows take on the shape of the medium that the light is shining through. Kind of like you can only have a straight rainbow through a straight prism and a rounded rainbow through a rounded prism. Let me show you something. Here's me shining my iPhone light into a rounded paperweight. Do you see what appears here? A rounded rainbow. One that you can't produce unless you're shining it through a
all those pictures I'd send you of the double rainbows when I lived in Northfield.
And hey, that kind of looks like something.
Level.
Doesn't it kind of look like something to you? Kind of looks exactly like the sun that we see.
Like,
because the sun,
once a week I'd have a giant double rainbow.
It's so cool.
It was crazy.
But that's reflection off of the firmament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never seen anything like it. But when I lived up there.
Here's what good old NASA shows us the sun looks like. Funny, if it's a giant ball of fire, why does it hurt my eyes to look at? Fire doesn't hurt my eyes to look at. You know what does? A light. A light hurts your eyes to look at.
I love this guy, dude.
A light.
He's so funny.
I love what he's like.
He made a greater light to rule the day and a
Trump
lesser
is
light
Elvis or something. He's
oh, dude.
And I'm like, oh, come on, bro.
Dude, it was so good. Here, I'm going to skip a little bit further just to kind of move this along. Come on. Come on.
He makes some pretty valid points on the
No, he does. I just wanted to get to this.
And you can see that's a lens flare.
This lens flare.
You can see something else there. That's not a lens.
And I like what he says here.
Do you remember the couple of times I took pictures like this for you?
To the sun we see.
Right.
And I wasn't the only person to capture this.
Look at that shit. I saw this during the eclipse and stuff. We saw stuff like this.
But how many times did I, early in the morning, get up as the sun was rising and see stuff like that? Take the picture. I can see with my blind eye.
Right there.
Yeah.
Right there, he says it. Listen.
And I wasn't the only person to capture this. Multiple people captured it, and depending on your angle, you're going to see different layers of the firmament. It's part of the bigger reason they spray the skies.
Right there. Right there. Like, I wanted everybody to hear that because, like every day it's beautiful, it's clear out, it's sunny.
Until they stop pumping the clouds.
They're always spraying.
Dude.
They're always spraying.
Do you remember what I was saying to you?
Yeah.
Look, and from like for us living in New Hampshire and traveling as far as I was traveling to work, you'd see it from like the tolls.
Yes.
And from there south, it would be like, or from there north, depending on the day. Literally the entire sky blanketed in clouds, as far as the eye can see, for 50, 60 miles. And you're like, what the
Drive around
when
in
I
the
was
truck
a kid,
all week.
When we were kids.
See it.
How often did you ever see the entire sky full of dark clouds and no rain?
Nope.
How many times have you seen that in the last 3 years?
I mean, I've seen it.
Almost every day.
I've seen it in the last 3 weeks.
I know. It's nuts.
It's crazy.
And twice they've had bills before the House in New Hampshire.
And there's been warnings.
To get rid of it. And and
They keep turning it down.
They've magically disappeared.
Yes.
No voting on it. It like the bill's getting put forward and then it just disappears.
Right.
You know, Florida just voted to ban all chemtrails and stuff.
That might make them number 33 because I believe there's 32 that have already done it.
That have already banned it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's that many. I'm pretty sure Florida was like the second one to do it or something.
Actually
vote on it and get it voted in.
I thought it was up to 32 at this point. Either that or they're all putting it on the chopping block.
Probably.
But it's
probably
time for it to stop. And there's
us.
multiple reasons why they're doing it. This is one of them, to hide the things from the skies, is they don't want us looking up or looking out. And then I believe it's also to change the temperature of the planet 1 degree Celsius because we've turned it up 3 degrees, supposedly.
Here's a scary thought, though, too. Do you know the 2 chemicals that they mostly are spraying into the skies?
Nickel?
No.
What is it?
Barium?
Barium, that's right.
What is the symbol for that? BA? I
think so.
And then aluminum, which is the symbol for that
the aluminum.
is AL.
They are spraying nickel, too, up there.
So if you have those 2 symbols, you have BA and AL. You put them together.
Ball. Yeah. All right. Now we're back there again.
Yep.
Every time.
Every
fucking time, dude.
Terrifying.
You can't get away from it.
It's terrifying.
It's so terrifying.
For those who don't know, that's a fallen angel who, is against God. So
I think almost everybody has got a gist of cabal today.
Dude, so nuts. So nuts.
It's crazy to me because you're right. Every single thing that you look at has a symbolism or some type of sign in it. It's just like episode 318, I think. I just edited that one, and that one is the astronauts, Artemis, and every symbol is a cabal symbol. Yeah. And it's like, you're just like, wait a minute. Everything leads to this path, to these demons and Satan and cabal, and and you're like, I mean, at this point, dude, like if everything's pointing at one thing, how unreal could it be?
I'm really glad you brought up the so-called second moon landing or whatever, flyby, whatever they claim they did now. There was a movie called Take Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
That was out a few years ago. I guess it was good. I never actually saw it, but I know that in that movie, it was about the first time going to the moon, the moon landing, all that shit. Well, there was a backup plan in case they weren't able to do it, where they were going to fake it and video it. And do you know what that project was called? Project Artemis. In that movie, they even said it. They showed it right in your face. Project Artemis. So now they named the shuttle Artemis 2. If the first project to fake the moon landing was Artemis, the second project, Artemis 2.
They already did it on April 1st. So
April Fools, suckers. The people who go, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, dude, okay.
The way that they had the slingshot around the moon is just so fucking ridiculous in the first place.
I was talking to one of my friends the other day.
You might as well just land and put a flag.
Dude, my friend's older brother is actually a rocket scientist. Not that he works in that field anymore, and not that he's a he anymore. But anyways, he, I was talking to him, and he's telling me, he goes, "Oh yeah, no, it's real, dude, it's real." And I said, "Dude, what's the fastest plane in the world right now? What does it go? Mach 5, Mach 6?" He goes, "Yeah, I think so, like Mach 6 or something." I go, "So that's about 4,500 miles an hour, so 4,500 and change miles an hour." Yeah. I go, would you say you'd have to be a top level pilot, athlete, whatever, to be able to just survive the G-forces and that, and not lose, everything, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah. I said, okay, so why do they have 2 actors and flabby out of shape people and two women on the so-called Artemis shuttle? When I say actors, one of the women was actually in Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh,
as an extra, or something, like a small part. But it's like the fact that, not only these people not real astronauts, they're not in shape, whatever, but on top of that, they claim that this Artemis 2 went 25,000 miles an hour to get to the moon.
Yeah.
Well, how did they survive the G-forces of that?
Because they're super astronauts. What are you talking about?
He goes, well, it's in the vacuum of space, so it's different. I go, really? Really?
Dude,
what?
I find this to be
Dude, it's
very
nuts.
laughable
Oh,
because
it's so dumb.
I believe it was 1920 or 1950. I can't quite remember. There was a roller coaster that was invented. This is back where before we had guidelines on roller coasters, stuff like that. And it was before they knew about the teardrop loops. So this was a 60-foot fall on a wooden roller coaster that went around one loop, and it was a circle. And can you guess the G-force on that loop at that time when they made this?
I'm sure it was astronomical.
12 G's. People were passing the
I'm
fuck
sure, dude.
out, dude. It was so whiplashing. People would be passed out, couldn't get out of the car.
I'm sure it didn't last very long.
It lasted quite, I think it made it almost 12 years.
Really?
Before they took it. Dude, there was a water park that had one of those things. Kids were getting stuck on it. They cut a hatch in it. The place lasted 15 years. The shit that they got away with back in the day is,
we weren't all
and
pussies
was
back
wild.
then, so it's
No,
different.
we weren't. But
Oh my god.
12 G's on a roller
It's
coaster. And you just talked about the fastest jet that we have that goes 5 to 6.
Yeah.
So
Well,
again,
it's not G's aren't really the same thing, but
you
you
see
get
where
the
I'm
point,
you
yeah.
see where I'm going with it. At the end of the day, we're talking about them going to the around the moon at this obnoxious amount of speed with this obnoxious amount of pressure that these 4 actors supposedly could withstand, right? Never mind the fact of the cable cars in the middle of the launch descending from the actual launch. We've got some stuff.
If
but
you still think the moon landing was real, go look up Neil Armstrong literally saying, we never went there.
Yeah, dude.
Little girl asking him questions about it. He's like, yeah, well, what? That's a great question.
And
but
you
we
want to
never
know
went
why he said
there."
that to that little girl?
And the other one refuses to ever swear on the Bible. That
He said he couldn't lie to her.
Yeah.
That little
He
girl.
lied to so many people. But
And he lied to so many people, and he was like, I just could not lie to this little girl.
And not long before that, Trump had him at his first State of the Union and goes, look, we have our great astronaut, Neil Armstrong, here today. Wave to everybody, Neil. First man on the moon. And he looks, and it's like, what a fucking troll. I loved it. He's such a troll.
Yeah, dude.
He's
You're
awful.
like, dude, it's.
Oh, yeah. It's because he knew he wasn't a real astronaut. He was trolling the shit out of him. And Neil Armstrong looked pissed. It was fucking great, dude.
The amount of things that they can pull off on Hollywood is absolutely
Let's keep
insane.
grinding. Let's see. What we got?
Let's get into this one. Because I want to see, because this is where we start falling into some Blue Beam stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And Blue Beam, I mean, like I said, there's a lot of sheeple out there. I hope there's a lot less than I think there is, but I am unfortunately I don't know.
Blue Beam coming in hot. Do not be deceived.
The big one would be this, what Werner von Braun warned about on his deathbed. He said, he said, we are going to hoax an alien attack on the planet. It's all a lie, but it will trick and fool almost everyone. So we're trying to expose that. But see, if this festers much longer with that group that have the technologies I'm talking about, in a minute, they could stage this and it would fool. Well, it had. I mean, look at what they've been doing for decades.
It'll fool a lot of people.
It's going to fool.
Not anybody that watches this podcast, but.
And, our military
It's going to
guys
fool so
chasing
many
these
people.
objects thinks those are military, right? But they're not. I mean, or alien. They're military or covert aerospace programs. So the ability to hoax and attack on our planet is real. And
what would be the goal in them doing that, staging a really false alien attack on the entire world? What would they accomplish?
They want to unite the world around a military junta,
a
totalitarian system. Yep. And how do you do that? How do you get one race or one ethnicity or one nation to stop fighting with each other? You create a bigger problem up there.
A new one,
Unite everyone against a common enemy.
Yeah.
But in that uniting of the world in war instead of peace, they can then exert all manner of totalitarian controls. That has been a 70-year plan. I have a CIA document from 19.
See, I mean, that's pretty much the best part of the point there.
Yes.
He's. I mean, it's nothing new for this podcast. I mean, Elijah and I were telling you this 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I knew about this since the beginning of the Obama administration. There was talk about Obama doing that right when he was getting out of office the second time, and I was waiting for it then. I thought it was going to happen then, and now I know it's happening now. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to start putting out pictures and videos of Trump talking to aliens?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see.
Let's
see
go.
what else we
Let's
got.
go,
Dude, so crazy, dude. I mean, it's obvious it's AI and it's all.
This is just so weird, dude.
Yeah.
That this stuff now is like coming out like crazy.
Yeah. Well, you think about it like this: what they're gonna do? They fake an alien invasion. They start attacking cities and whatever. They're gonna use, all the lasers they use to.
But if they want to do an alien invasion, why are we doing all these like videos of us shaking hands and this one, boom? But dude, him touching it. Yeah. But also, look, he's shackled.
Yeah.
You fucking telling me an alien can be shackled like that? What kind of technology is shackling him? What is this bullshit?
Yeah, but if he's an alien and Trump's gonna be touching him and shit.
Yeah.
What if he's got some alien?
What are you talking about? And then they even do another close up real quick of the simple fact that he is. Look, puts his hand right on his chest, like, man, I gotta touch this. What the fuck are we seeing here? And who is that Elon Musk lookalike that's all muscular? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Right? He doesn't.
Elon hasn't been Elon in a long time.
I mean, that's true. But I was just like all of these have been coming out and coming around. And I was like, wait a minute. What is happening?
So, dude, here's the thing, right? The whole idea behind the Project Bluebeam is that their plan supposedly is like, you're going to, see aliens fighting stuff. A lot of people are claiming now we've been fighting the aliens, and that's why the cloud cover is everywhere, and they're fighting the aliens up above, and they don't want everyone to know that it's going on.
Oh, so that's the real reason we've been spraying the skies?
I think the angels and demons are fighting personally, but I
mean,
don't think they want you to see
does it not seem like one of their goals would be to bring the Nephilim back?
Well, the Nephilim are still here.
Is Nephilim still here?
Yeah. You mean the 200 fallen angels?
Okay, they're all
Satan, Baal, Moloch, all of them. They're all still here.
Okay, so those are all Nephilim that survived the floods?
The fathers of the Nephilim, really.
Fathers of the fallen ones, but there's no technical Nephilim. The floods took all the Nephilim out.
Well, you would think so, but they did find Gilgamesh's tomb, I believe, in 94.
Wasn't that in Iraq?
It was,
and it was dug up and disappeared.
Well, the guy who found it, like the Euphrates was starting to recede back then, and he supposedly found the tomb of Gilgamesh.
And then the troops came in and they fucking took it.
Literally, like a week later, the first invasion of Iraq with
so there's possible one Nephilim on the planet.
At least. He's probably the most important one because he actually ruled Babylon for like 600 years.
Which is what they're trying to recreate today.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
100%.
He had the Tower of Babel.
Yep.
And he built it to the firmament was what he's trying to do because they wanted to break into heaven and kill God.
Yeah.
That was their goal.
And they're trying to bring it back today.
Absolutely. And what did God do? He smashed the Tower of Babel and he scattered them to the four corners of the earth. Not, to this corners on a round planet, but to the four corners of the earth and made people all those people speak different languages.
Yeah.
And now you have the top, language learning software being Babel.
Right.
I mean, it's like they're throwing it right in your face.
They always throw it in your face.
It's so unreal.
Crazy.
So unbelievable. But yeah, so I think what they're going to do is they're going to have this fake alien invasion, and then they're going to put this like giant thing up on the firmament that looks like, I would see Jesus.
Yep.
Someone who's a Muslim would see,
if they can't put Muhammad up there, they can't do that.
Or
is it going to just be a
whatever Israel prays to?
Yeah.
And then
can't put
Buddha,
a picture of Muhammad
or Buddha, for some reason, and then it's all going to change. It's all going to morph into they're going to come together, and they're all going to change to this new being, and they're going to try to
And then your phone's going to ding.
Well, and they're going to try to create this new
being
that saved us from the aliens and tell us all we have to come together now.
But this is
and
where
be
I
this
get
one world government.
This
and
this is where I get a little
Dude.
confused, because if we're having an alien war and they're invading us, why are we showing pictures of us shaking hands
Well,
with them? And
think about it. What was that right there? You just said there's an alien in cuffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The
Which
thing
doesn't even seem possible.
So I'm probably crazy, and Blue Beam is fake, and I know nothing. And if that's the case, when you see the giant alien that becomes, or whatever it is, that becomes a new god, just remember this one thing from the Bible. It's but even if we or an angel from heaven should preach to you a gospel other than the one that we preach to you, let that one be accursed. As we have said before, and now I say again, if anyone preaches to you a gospel other than the one that you received, let that one be accursed.
Mm-hmm.
It's because it's bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
And don't believe them because they're the great.
It's
Who's
just
the
so
great
weird,
deceiver?
dude.
Who's the great deceiver? Satan.
And
what's Satan's greatest accomplishment? Do you know?
His greatest accomplishment? No.
Making the world believe he never existed.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That is good.
You know, it's terrifying, but it's true, brother.
Yeah.
You know?
I just think it's weird to be like, we're gonna do this alien invasion, but yet at the same time we got this freaking alien. I'm shaking hands with him. I got another one in cuffs. There's good ones and bad ones.
The fun part is a lot of people are like, well, how would they be able to get inside your head? Because you supposedly hear the voice inside your head and see this image up in the sky. And it's like, yeah, but how could they do that? It's gotta be real, right? No. Why the hell do you think they get the 5G towers all over the place?
Never mind the 5G towers. The new 6Gs are fucking wild.
Kill everybody is what it's going to do.
The 6G type of situation to me, is a sneak attack because they are disguising them as giant flagpoles on the side of the highway.
Dude, trees, all kinds of stuff.
No. The 6Gs are literally big, giant white pillars, and they put a flag on it. I watched them build one at Home Depot, dude.
You know what's crazy? When they were building the 5G towers, I had a friend, my buddy Mike, is a tower climber. He would work for the electric company or the cable companies, whatever. He would build all the old towers. And then all of a sudden in 2019, early 2020, right as the pandemic started, and those towers started popping up everywhere. Do you know he didn't work on a single one of them?
Interesting.
And none of his union brothers were working on any of them?
No, they just
magically
showed up.
We're showing up overnight.
And there's something that I believe they're trying to.
Oh my god!
I think they're trying to pass something either federally. I think it's federally where these things can be within 400 meters of each other. So they want to be able to stack these things on top of each other.
When I was in Northfield, I had two lots technically. I had one was just woods. It was 2 acres of woods. I had those people calling me all the time trying to buy that land. They wanted to put a tower right there. I asked them, I go, well, what would you do with the land? They're like, oh, we'd probably develop and resell. I go, no. I need to know exactly what you'd be doing in writing. Well, we'd probably put a 5G tower there. And I was like, nope. They're like, well, what if we gave you $200,000? Nope. Not doing it. Not if I'm living here. Nope.
Listen. If your satellites are doing their job, then we should be fine. You shouldn't need so many towers.
Do you have a satellite dish in your house?
No, I used to.
You used to. Did it point straight up?
Nope.
Didn't point straight up?
Nope.
Huh.
Always pointed to the southwest. Yeah.
I wonder why that is. Oh, wait, I know. You had DirecTV, right?
Yeah.
That's because DirecTV is in Arizona, which is in what direction?
Southwest.
Oh, shit. So on a globe, it would get... Wait, no, that doesn't make sense.
No.
What if the Earth is flat?
Oh, man. It's going right there. That's weird. Oh,
dude, because otherwise, I was arguing with my buddy the other day. Oh, you think satellites are fake? I go, no, there's satellites up there. They're on these giant things that people claim to be weather balloons.
What, like the Loon? The Project Loon.
Yeah.
You see Project
Loon?
Loon?
The Chinese weather balloon that they supposedly shot down last year or 2 years ago?
Google has got a contract for satellites, and they're calling them Loon.
Really?
For balloon. Go fuck yourselves.
Loon?
Yep.
Dude.
Loon.
I was talking to my
New
buddy the other day.
satellites by Google.
I said to my buddy, he goes, oh yeah, the internet's all wireless. I go, really?
Yeah.
Then why is there millions of miles of cables under the ocean?
What are you
connecting
talking about?
The continents.
We're
He goes, what do you mean?
by the ocean.
Oh yeah, dude. Like hundreds of thousands of miles.
It's a thick fucking cable, dude.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Everywhere in the ocean floor.
It's
what
crazy.
are you talking
But
about?
he had no idea. I sent him a bunch of links. He's like, oh yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. I go,
you know how they say
100%.
follow the money?
Yeah,
follow
always.
the wire. Dude.
That's probably the best lesson I ever got. When I worked in finance, I had a buddy, Pete Denkins was his name, smart guy. And he used to say, you want to know why things are happening? Follow the money.
Follow the money.
Because you'll be able to figure out what's going to happen, who's going to make money here, who's going to make money there. And this is back in like 2001, 2002, something like that, right? I worked there. I worked at Putnam Investments with him. And he's like, yeah, try it. Pick something and look into it and try to figure out, where the strong money is. And I said to him, I go, dude, I think Saudi Arabia is going to try to build a pipeline through Syria and then into Turkey and then to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because they want to do something, because right now they're losing out to Russia, who has a monopoly on natural gas in Eastern Europe, because it costs the Saudis too much money to get it there.
Right.
Because they got to send it by ship and bring it up, and the cost doesn't work out. So they have to, get more money for their gas than what Russia was.
Yep.
So he's like, so Syria, so they'd have to probably, and I said, yeah, but here's the thing. I was looking into it, and the Syrian president is close allies with the Russian president. He goes, yeah, I wonder why that is. To help them keep the stranglehold on their monopoly in Eastern Europe.
Right.
Who have we attacked as a country in the last 10 years?
Eastern Europe?
Syria. And we called the president a dictator.
Yeah.
And ISIS was attacking people there. I'm sorry. No, his government. No, actually the people there. And not that ISIS stands for Israeli Special, I don't know, something services.
Yeah, right.
Whatever. I go, but
they're definitely always involved.
But then as soon as they knocked out that president in Syria and took control of the country, I mean, we did. What happened? Where did that? So they started. Saudi started building a pipeline. And where do we go next? Ukraine. Yeah.
Huh.
Because Turkey and Saudi have always been allies. They're always going to help each other out. But Ukraine. And who's on the board of all those big oil companies? Yeah, you had
BP.
Well, you had Hunter Biden.
Oh, okay.
Was getting $400,000 a year as a no-show job for one of the pipelines, and then you had like
Barron's fucking benefiting right now because of the Iran war.
How so?
I've heard
all kinds of bullshit. They pump out so much.
That's the other problem
horseshit.
I have is that I'm not sure how much is horseshit and what's not.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because like. You'll get one Democrat that'll be like, "Oh, Trump's full of crap. He's only worth like $2 billion," and then you get other people that, then they'll be like, "Oh, he's got no money left. He's full of shit," And then on the other side, you still get the same liberals saying, on the other side of the mouth, they're going, "Oh, his kids have made like $20 billion since he's been back in office, and his net worth's up like $50 billion." It's like, really? How so? Because you'd have him in front of a friggin' committee, trying to get him out of there again if that was true. You know what I mean? They impeached him in 2 seconds. If he did the shit that Nancy Pelosi's doing right now, he'd be in fucking impeached in 2 seconds. That's how you know it's bullshit.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like everybody benefits from our misery no matter what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
well, you say you watch a lot of Sam Tripoli, right?
Yeah.
He's always talking about loosh. They try to steal your loosh.
Yeah.
Like trying to steal your energy. Think about it.
They that's what they're doing.
I mean, let's finish a couple of things here.
They're grinding us.
We'll go back to that when we talk about the
They're grinding us down. Let's see. Let's talk, because this is more UFO, and this is very interesting to me. This video is wild, and if he says this is all his, he went out there, he did this.
Know that it's because I'm publishing this footage, and I'm not keeping it secret.
He does not look
about 3.5 weeks ago, I got a
calm.
hot tip that there was a UFO hotspot, a recent one off the coast of California. And so I went out to the exact longitude, latitudinals, and right away, objectors were popping right out of the ocean water top. These two guys were discular and shaped. You can see they're moving ever so slowly. And then you can see what's pursuing them. Some world governance's aircraft. These were fighter jets. And then a bunch of boats appeared on the horizon. And they started coming towards our boat. And when they got there, they surrounded it. Look at this one. This one kept popping into the water and popping back out. But they surrounded our boats and they said, hey, you didn't see anything here today. You better delete any footagers that you've taken on your phones. And if you publish anything, the guy looked at me straight in the eyes and he said, I wouldn't want to be you because you will disappear. But the truth needs to get out there. And so I don't care the cost. I'm hiding right now, but please share this. We're not alone.
I mean,
fear,
that's genuine
Yeah.
fucking fear,
Yeah.
dude. I watched this video and I was like,
Yeah.
he's scared.
I mean, I like to think I'm a very good judge of people's emotions and
Yeah.
what type of person.
This is
they are.
not
That's-
acting.
No, that's fear.
And I wanted to point that out because, yeah, I get it. Like, there's a lot of actors out there. This guy,
Oh, yeah, I know.
that is true fear
Yeah.
coming from that gentleman. And you're just like, Jesus Christ.
He's not
So,
lying. He's not lying. That's the thing.
Scott Whitehead, I hope you're still breathing, brother. Jesus Christ. Now this kind of goes with everything else we were saying. It's a nice,
the Nikon P1000 they discontinued.
Yeah,
because-
weird.
because it can zoom in way farther than any
any
camera.
other camera, and you can
actually
still get
prove-
them. But look
it
at
can
that
actually
thing.
prove, flat Earth.
Oh wait a minute, hold on. I'll play it for everybody at home too. My bad. But yeah, so here comes. You're looking at a satellite. You're seeing the camera. This is in 200x zoom on the Nikon P1000.
Yeah.
And then we're going to zoom out real quick.
You know who sued Nikon to get rid of that? NASA.
NASA, of course it's NASA, but that's weird, huh?
Yeah.
It's a balloon.
Silly me
Oh,
thinking that's possible.
Kind of like Google's new satellites, Loon. I'm just saying, dude. It's so fucking just in our face. And then, of course, we had this one
Oh, this was
here.
great, yeah.
This was great, too. I'll flip back for everybody. I'm trying to remember.
Oh, people in Georgia and South Carolina had their TVs taken over for about 3 minutes with a message from the hanunaki? Tell me more. Yeah, not long after about 150 fireballs were reported coming down from the sky and hitting the ground, was there a message on people's televisions from the Anunnaki saying, this unfortunately is just the beginning, but we're here to help.
So
okay. Shortly
my best friend growing up him and his wife and his kids, they live in South Carolina now. And he did say he saw some of these crazy fireball things in the sky. He wasn't home to see anything on TV, but he has heard from people that there was some really weird shit going on the TV.
No.
Yep. So this is confirmed by a buddy who was, he was
Living in the
for-
area.
He was in the service for 20 years. He's just,
But he also lives in the area.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He lives.
So
It's confirmed that this is all true.
Dude.
After that message popped up, a
Now,
new one
whether
popped up
it's
saying
fake blue
there
beam
is a
shit, which
war
I think it is, but
I think it is too, but
at least the stuff on
you are
TV.
seeing some of the fragments coming down onto Earth. Oh, fun. The last message that they saw that popped up briefly was talking about how the weather is going to get a lot crazier.
Yeah.
As if maybe it already hasn't.
Like, what are you talking about, dude? Our weather is insane today.
Yeah, the same person creating new bacteria is the same person who controls our weather.
Right, exactly. And they're just making it the way that it is. But, I mean, to confirm that message is wild, dude. Because, that's a lot of what we have to do is, like, I just kind of run with it because I'm not sure, and I let everybody know I'm not sure what's real or fake anymore. But if we're not talking about it, then it's absolutely nothing. And if it turns out to be something and we didn't talk about it, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And if it is blue beam, but isn't the Anunnaki, it's aliens, right?
They claim it's some alien race.
Yeah.
They have created the pyramids and all this bullshit.
Right. No, they did not. No. But here we go. Let's hear Trump talk about this 5G, 6G shit because I think
He's starting to look old, dude.
Well, I mean, let's be fair, dude. He's going to be 80.
Yeah.
80. It was 79.
I think so. Yeah.
I think he's gonna be 79. So he should be looking old at this point, and he's got to be fucking tired after being Israel's puppet.
So we're into 6G now. I just 5G. I was a leader on 5G, getting that done.
Well, that's great because it sucks.
Up to 6. Let's do it again. What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin. See how perfect it is.
And you're like, okay, that's basically it, dude. That's
dude. Yeah,
that's basically it.
Cancel that. Here's the thing, though. Like, you know, looking at people's skin. One of the things they were talking about that they're capable of now is when you have a router in your house, supposedly they can use that router to listen in on any conversation in your house, to see where you are in your house with like a thermal image and stuff.
Yeah. I played that on here. It's all the stuff that's coming in, and now they can just use your heat waves and everything else, and they can actually see what you're doing and how you're moving. Whether you go to your car, you leave, you're there.
It's funny. So my wife,
scary.
I show her stuff like this once in a while. I try not to almost at all anymore, but I show her stuff like that now. If we're not using it, it's shut off all the time. All the time. I have to go back. Like every time I leave for a little while, I come back. I have to go turn the internet back on if I need to use it.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, she shuts it off constantly.
Oh, they know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm sure.
They know everything. I'm not shutting my goddamn Wi-Fi off. But I also wanted to bring back the Wayfair shit too,
absolutely.
because
this ties into the Epstein shit.
The Epstein files will not die. We will not stop, and I definitely
it's so much more
think that Wayfair is still. I think they're still doing
100%.
shit. Still doing
100%.
shit today, according to kind of what I'm getting the feeling of from here.
Scandal. Moved on way too fast from the Wayfair scandal. Watch this.
Wayfair scandal. You're telling me this was just an honest mistake when you had kids' exact names for your cabinets? Like names that are not found
Allison,
else. They're not
Annabelle, Azaria.
Yeah.
Moved on way too fast from the Wayfair.
Oh shit, dude! Those are real fucking names, dude.
And they would sell like a pillow for $20,000.
Yeah,
and have a kid's name on it.
And you're gonna tell me
like
that
a cabinet
Wayfair,
that
like
was $100.
At first it was, Wayfair had no idea it was happening, but now it's like, wait a minute, maybe Wayfair knew exactly what they got into, and maybe they were paid off to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They've taken it down now, but Walmart used to have on their website too.
Well,
if you looked into it and you typed in toys over $5,000,
really,
over $5,000,
right,
and all kinds of stuff would come up, and it would be like $7,000 for this beach ball, and dude.
I mean,
they were trafficking kids, bro. Think of it like this: you're driving on the highway, you see a Walmart truck. Are you thinking anything of it?
Nope.
You thinking there might be kids in the back of that?
Nope, I'm not. Now I am.
Yeah.
Now I am.
Fuck yeah.
Go to that way station now.
Dude, when I was living in Plastow, they, like 3 or 4 times in the 6-month period, people were trying to kidnap women and kids and stuff from that Walmart there.
Wow.
Out in the parking lot. It was like
that's happened pretty recently too.
And when my wife and I first moved up to Northfield, we went to the Tilton Walmart, and dude, we had 2 different, like, kind of strange couples following us around the whole time, and I was like, "It's kind of weird." And they were like, "Oh, hi, that's a pretty baby." I'm like, "Fuck off." I don't know. You get the fuck away from me.
What the fuck,
dude? I'm telling you, dude.
Dude, people are smoked.
It's creepy out there, bro.
It's just
but
so,
shit, dude. This is all tied to the Epstein shit.
And the Epstein is the basically our window into their world, and it's all fucking true. It's all there. We're not doing anything about it.
Have you dug into the
files? I just think it's terrible. I've dug into some of them.
Yeah.
I
think some of the most terrifying shit is like, you get Ellen DeGeneres. Whose backdrop of her show was literally the same thing as Epstein Island, which is also the same thing as Disney.
Right.
All right. The blue and white, stuff on the building. Well, in the files, it talks about Ellen being one of the biggest cannibals in all of Hollywood, eating people.
I believe that.
And babies, especially. And you remember what happened to Anne Heche?
Well, that was her first wife.
Yeah.
The one that sprung up as she was being put in the ambulance.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, right? People try to, like, say that, oh, no, she was in a car crash and she had burns. That was a burn bag she was in. I can tell you right now, I spent 10 years on the ambulance. I've been a firefighter for almost 20 years.
Nope.
No. That was a body bag.
Yeah, it was
We have
100%
burned
a body bag.
sheets. We don't put people in burn bags when they're burnt and alive.
No.
That's a body bag.
That's a body
They
bag.
were trying to kill her.
And supposedly, the more you dig into it, she froze her and ate off of her for quite some time.
Sure.
And the
other big
It was dark, dude. I'm like, what the fuck am I reading?
Leo DiCaprio is the other big cannibal, supposedly.
Oh, come on. I love
think
Leo.
about it.
That's too bad.
He had all these girlfriends. He had all these girlfriends that were like gorgeous 18-year-old girls.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the day they turned 19, he dumped them. And like within a month or two, they disappear.
Well, they did.
A bunch
did
of
they?
them. A bunch of them.
Oh, I thought they were 22.
Is that what the age was?
I thought it was.
Maybe.
I
So
thought
maybe David for
22
2 or
was
3
his
years, and
cap.
then he got pissed at me. I'll eat you now.
Oh my god, dude!
it's
They
so
disappeared.
fucked up, dude. But it's like I was trying to tell people years ago, like they were like, "Oh, Epstein shit. It's all about fucking little kids and stuff." I never thought that it was. Not even a little bit. It's about torture and terrifying, young kids and stuff. And then they're just taking the adrenochrome. They're taking that the adrenaline right out of their brain and their fucking blood, and they're drinking it. And then they're eating the bodies after.
But adrenochrome, I found this thing. I don't know if I could pull it up.
It's
but
why guys like Tom Cruise and fucking Paul Rudd and all these people, they look the same age as they did 40 years ago. All of them. They don't age.
No.
And then you get a guy.
I found something on adrenochrome. Give me one moment to take a
Look
pitch.
it up. Yeah, look it up while I talk about it. Remember, Google only sends you where it wants to. There you go. And they change things. Like when I was telling you about how it showed 15 million Jews alive before World War II and 15 million Jews alive after.
Yes.
And I showed you, and you guys looked at it, and you went, fuck. And then 2 weeks, not even, I think a week and a half later, I checked it on Google again to show somebody, and they changed it. It said 9 million Jews alive after World War II. It was a fucking lie.
And that's the problem. They change everything all the time, and
that's what's wrong with the internet.
Yes. They're allowed to make these switches. It's like my biggest complaint, and I've been seeing it less, is that at the bottom of a video, if you say the climate change, they always put like the Wikipedia shit. And Wikipedia could be manipulated by anybody.
Anyone, literally anyone.
And you're just like, how is that the source? You know what I mean?
No. Absolutely, dude. I mean, that's the problem. Here's the thing. When they, like, even my wife, who's, 12 years younger than me, but even when she was in school, they were starting to get rid of handwriting, right? Cursive. And the reasoning behind that is what's all written in cursive?
The
Bill of
Constitution.
Rights, the Constitution,
Uh-huh.
all that shit. Do you know how many times I look up shit that's in the Constitution that I know I've read in the Constitution that they've changed just a few words, but it means a completely different thing?
Mm-hmm.
All the time, dude. I actually have an original copy of the Constitution in a book in my vehicle that I have with me all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, the other day I was getting my card at school, and somebody did a card in all cursive.
Wow.
It blew my mind. I was like, holy shit, someone can write cursive around here?
I still can.
I still can too, but like you don't
too often,
see it anymore.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. But this frog Cole Allen
this
link
one's crazy.
thing,
Yeah, I
I
sent you
think
this.
is
Yeah.
so fucking wild, dude.
I sent you this the other day.
Yeah. It's just so good because you're like these links and everything, it just makes all the sense, dude.
Time machine tweet. Yeah, this is nuts. So the Cole Allen guy tried to kill Trump. Next account for 2023 wrote a single tweet with that name. With what? So it just wrote Cole Allen from 2023. The profile belongs to Henry Martinez, a NASA scientist who's missing. The background image from a website called Time Machine. If you de-digitize it, the 2024 assassination attempt photos appears, but with a hole in the head instead of the ear. The profile picture is a green toad in a tuxedo with a glass, exactly like Trump in the assassination attempt. The tweet is nuts.
From 2 years ago.
From 2 years ago.
Well, this goes back to what we were saying before. Elon Musk. I'm not Elon Musk, sorry. Trump's uncle, John Trump, was the guy who went and took Nikola Tesla's shit when he died for the government, brought it back, and he went through it and then told the government, here's what we have. It's really not much. The guy was a kook. Don't worry about it. And then when John Trump died, supposedly he left everything he had, including stuff that he still had that was Tesla's.
Okay.
And gave it all to his nephew, Donald J. Trump. And this was in like the late 70s, early 80s. When did Trump start to become a billionaire? In the early 80s.
Early 80s, right?
He was this
that
young
time.
wonderkind real estate guy making all kinds of crazy moves and making all kinds of money. Yeah, did he have some mistakes? Absolutely. But hey, maybe some of those mistakes led to bigger deals down the road. He would only know that if he had a time machine. He's fucking figuring it all out as he goes. You know? It's fucking crazy, dude.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. And that brings me to a great point. Like, I'm glad you set it up with this. You know, we had another Trump assassination. This one feels amazingly fake.
Oh, yeah.
Because when they showed the room, the Secret Service is running in, they grab J.D. Vance and they run out the door. And then some more Secret Service comes in and they go over to Trump and they slowly get him out the door. It's like, what the fuck, dude? First off, the president 100% should be the first one you get out of there.
Yes.
Not J.D. Vance. And it honestly, it made me start thinking about the first shooting.
This is so great.
So, hold on.
Okay.
So,
this is so great.
when this one happened, it made me think of an episode of G.I. Joe from when we were kids. Like, the stupid cartoon, G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a politician in there who made it like, you know, the bad guy shot at him, tried to kill him, and he survived. And he used that, and he went on to win a political office, and he was really the bad guy.
Yep.
And it, you know, it turned around, and, you know, whatever. They figured it out in the end, and they, you know, it's a cartoon, whatever. But it made me think the same thing, how all the good guys were voting for this guy because they thought, well, hey, the bad guy shot at him, so he's got to be a good guy.
Right.
And it's like, shit.
Yep.
It's kind of scary.
It is kind of scary.
But here's the thing. If he does have a time machine, which is insane, to even say it is so crazy, but there's so many things that kind of point to it as, well, fuck. Maybe he does have a fucking time machine. When he lost to Biden, I was like, well, if he has a time machine, this is one of those throwaway realities where shit went bad. We're fucked, right? But what if using the time machine, what if this is the main timeline or whatever, using that time machine, he realized had he won that second election, maybe he doesn't get enough shit done.
Right.
It doesn't take down the elites at all.
Right.
But by letting Biden win, or at least the appearance of Biden winning, because I don't think Biden was ever president, because let's put it this way, those body doubles are terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, one of them walking like an Elon robot.
Yes.
The Tesla robot.
It was
fucking
terrible.
ridiculous. But if you put in even a real Biden or a fake Biden, and he does terrible over 4 years, it gave Trump the opportunity to build his team up stronger and everything else.
Yes.
Going into the second time around. So now he's able to do all this other stuff. And I really wish we could have found that video from back in January. Trump released this crazy video with all kinds of insane imagery and stuff. And I know you know what I'm talking
about. Of Wayfair.
No. It was talking about his plan for the country. And
yes.
It was talking about the
not Wayfair, the fairs, the World Fair.
The World's Fair.
The World's Fair. My bad. Sorry about
and
that.
they're talking about like the
right.
250th.
Yeah, and he said he was going to bring them back, and it was going to be 2027, and blah, 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 blah.
What he said was, by 4th of July of this year, we would all know the whole truth. He said by 4th of July of this year.
He did.
Now, if you think about it, if, like, I feel that the state of Israel, I'm not saying Jewish people.
Right.
I know plenty of Jewish people that are great. Elijah's one of my best friends.
Yeah.
He's, half Jewish.
Look, I saw a flag.
But the state of Israel
is
a country.
Right.
And it has a total, whatever. It has a government.
They're Zionists.
Yes, they're terrible.
They're Zionists.
Yeah, they're, Baal and Moloch worshippers, whatever they are. Anyways, they're terrible.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
And, if they're the real big bad, which they control all the money, they control everything. if you look at all the biggest companies, all the biggest money, they control it all.
Mm-hmm.
They control the media. They control what our kids learn in school. Literally, they own the rights to all of our
Look at
education for our
the
kids.
next big merger.
Look at everything.
It's
the three biggest companies in the world for money are what do you got? You got Vanguard, BlackRock, and
what's that?
State Street.
Oh, okay, Fidelity.
And guess what? All three of those companies have the biggest stock in each other.
Mm-hmm.
And all three companies are run by what?
Jews.
Mm-hmm. Who runs the Fed Reserve?
Jews.
Who runs the World Bank?
Jews.
If it sounds anti-Semitic, I hate to tell you, it's true.
Mm.
You know, it's like Henry Ford once said, if you round up the 100 richest Jews in the world and isolate them.
Yes. It's a great video.
All war and all problems.
Everything,
go away.
it becomes peaceful.
Yep.
So we should probably lock up those Jews today.
Well, you know, he says that, but really what he means is like the Zionist, Rothschilds.
And that's what we're really talking about
I'm not
today.
talking about, normal. There's plenty of Jewish people that are like, screw Israel, burn it to the ground.
Dude, I just,
It's
okay,
unreal.
I don't know if you're using it, but I got off of TikTok, right? I
I've
got
never
rid
used
of it because it's all owned by Israel now.
Yeah, I know, it's even worse.
And so I went to Upscrolled. Upscrolled is run by Palestinians.
Oh, really?
And I will tell you, the shit coming through Upscrolled, holy shit, dude.
I bet. I'm gonna have to
holy fucking shit, dude. Like, it's showing you what's actually happening. And
Dude, I've known that stuff for a while, too.
It's nuts, dude. And I was scrolling through that last night, and you've got a bunch of Jewish people burning the Israel flag with a big sign that says, "We are not anti-Semitic. We are against Israel."
Well,
and that's the biggest message that, like, I think we need to push today, because they're just chopping us down because we're anti-Semites. And it's no, I'm not against Jewish people. I'm against Zionists. And
it's funny because most of those people in Israel, especially the ones in power, aren't even Jewish.
No,
they don't practice. They don't practice the Jewish religion. Whatever they do, Kabbalah or all that stuff. But most of them are Bolsheviks, dude. You know, and Khazarians.
Yep.
The other people that were running Russia for hundreds of years into the ground.
The cloak that they're hiding behind is the Jewish.
When they went over to Germany, they were
flag.
told that they had to identify as a certain religion.
Mm-hmm.
So they all took on Judaism, and they were hiding under that cloak, because they didn't want to be known as Bolsheviks anymore, because they just killed 600,000 Christians in Russia. They'd just done it, over 20 years before that.
Our good friends Israel.
Yeah,
our good
they
friends.
became Israel after, but
it's still just it's just
here's
so
the thing.
irritating to hear our leaders say this on national TV.
Well, I mean, and like we said before, it used to say on Google a couple months ago, I showed you when it was still up.
Yeah.
15 million Jews alive before World War II, 15 million Jews alive after World War II. And, we talked about it a little bit, and then bam, like 10 days later, they change it. Now it says 9 million Jews after World War II.
We got to remember to take screenshots of that shit. Because, like, catching them making those changes, it's just like this guy's name. Mm-hmm. It was searched so many times in Israel, like a day before, and then all that information's gone.
Yeah.
But people have been screenshotting this shit ever since the first shooting on the roof.
You talking about the Charlie Kirk thing?
Well, there's Charlie Kirk, but I was talking about the president shooting.
All right. Well, the kid that supposedly shot Charlie Kirk, his name was searched like something like 100,000 times in Israel on Google 2 days before the shooting.
Right.
Funny part, if you look on, you type that kid's Tyler Robinson, type his name into IMDb, into that movie database. He's an actor. That they hired.
Well,
to
where
take
did
the
the boyfriend, the Firth thing go?
What
happened?
The whole case is
what
bullshit.
happened?
Everybody knows it's bullshit.
And then they're like, well, the bullet didn't match, and obviously the bullet didn't match. We all know that he didn't have a super strong spine. You know what I mean?
Here's the thing: anybody who has ever shot a gun at any kind of a target or anything, where is the exit wound going?
Where's it going? Out.
The other side, right?
Yeah.
Where do we see that bullet come out, supposedly, of his neck? Like the front.
Yeah.
Like out the side, like, right?
Yeah.
So where would that bullet have had to have come by?
In the back.
From behind him. There was no one standing behind him.
Nope.
Nobody.
No.
There was that weird little box up top, which
No,
also looks like a 3D
I still
machine, but
believe in the mic theory.
it's possible.
I think
You
it's
know?
the mic theory more than the drone theory.
See, I still think that little mic setup thing is actually a what do they call that when you do it in a movie?
Yeah, that's what one of
I
the
think
gel
fake.
packets.
I think
yeah.
it's fake.
You think
I don't
that
think he's
was
dead.
fake?
I
You
don't
don't
think
think
he's
he's dead? Wow, look at that.
I think Israel basically said to him, because he went a week before, according to Candace Owens, he went to one of his Israeli donors' house. They basically called him out there. They offered him $150 million to continue for his company. But he had to go to Israel and do a little re-education beforehand, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck you, I'm not going to Israel. I'm all set. And I don't need your money, right? And then he had all this other crazy shit now that, you know, he ordered right after that, he ordered a look at his books. And, you know, he dies like a week later. There's all kinds of shit showing that the people he had running the place have been embezzling millions of dollars from him,
right,
from that company for a long time. You know, and then you put Erika, supposedly. I'm not sure that she's the same person either.
Oh, we'll get into that.
I know. She could be a demon. Who knows? But, you know, she comes out. She's running the company. She's coming out like she's in fucking the WWE coming out for WrestleMania. Your fucking husband just died, supposedly.
Right. Supposedly.
And you're losing your shit like that? Get out of here, dude. And
Before we go too far, I do want to bring in the hold on, I want to bring this in because we kind of ended it, but I wanted to show everybody this because this is James Lee. I don't know if you listen to James Lee, but I love James Lee. But this is on the shooting, the second one.
Yeah.
None of this seems real, like at all. You've probably heard by now, a suspect armed with knives and guns tried to storm the White House Correspondents' Dinner tonight. The guy's name was Cole Allen, and he was very quickly neutralized by security. But then people online started to do a little bit of noticing. Pause to read.
See, he's good. He's good at getting the
It's
facts.
starting to look like one big show, beginning with what Caroline Levitt said right before the start of the event.
It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
This, by the way, is Trump's first time attending the White House Correspondents' Dinner as president, and CNN ran this article a few hours before saying to expect the unexpected. Within an hour of the incident, Trump tweets out a video of the shooter running through the event, even though still, for some reason, we can't get any moving pictures of Tyler Robinson. Then it turns out that Cole Allen worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Yep.
Very interesting timing given all the UFO stories. So cue the conspiracy theorists on this one.
Yep.
And then there were the reactions,
Oh.
starting with Erika Kirck.
I just want to go home.
Demon.
I have to say, she looks very upset here, like way
she
more
doesn't.
upset than her husband. Got Dana White.
Told you were gonna like this.
Started getting noisy. Tables getting
This was
all the
great.
guys running in with guns.
It's
And,
fucking awesome.
we didn't get down. I didn't get down. It was fucking awesome.
Fucking love Dana.
And it was pretty.
He's that kind of guy. Right?
Yeah, I
Totally
mean,
normal reaction to
he's still a fucking scumbag, but yeah.
presidential assassination attempt. But the most ridiculous thing has to be maybe this coordinated influencer
This is why
campaign
we need it.
saying this is why Trump needs a new ballroom.
I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret Service, that's why the military are demanding it.
That's why they're demanding it.
So-
dude, what the fuck, man? Now, can we
I'm glad
just...
he said that at the end, though.
Now, I just want to rewind a little bit, though. Think of the very first shooting, right? And it's interesting. He does another video on it, which is why I'm remembering it right now. But so you have the shooting happen. They pull Trump behind the podium. You see, because there's somebody else filming back here. You see the reporters come around. And as the reporters are coming around, you see Trump starting to come up But then you see a crane and you see a flag dropping into frame perfectly for the fucking picture, dude. I'm sorry. A psyop is a psyop. And why is that crane all of a sudden dropping the flag in front of the reporters as Trump gets up? And why would Secret Service ever allow Trump to get up again? At all. They wouldn't.
But
so,
then again,
so
why would you let a guy walk around with a drone and this and that and get on a rooftop where everybody's screaming, hey, there's a guy on the roof with a gun.
Right.
And nobody's doing shit.
I'm just saying, like, I'm wondering
and why wouldn't
if it's the same situation.
Why wouldn't you have gotten rid of those Secret Service agents right after that? Some of those useless Secret Service agents were with him a couple months later.
Yeah.
And different things. It was like,
oh my God. And to kind of go
the
back.
lady couldn't get her gun back in her holster. Was
right.
right next to him not long after.
The whole thing was, I mean, Secret Service has been, either they are extremely, like, just idiots, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing at all.
Some of them, maybe.
Or they just don't know how to protect this guy because he's just so out of control. I don't know which one it is, but, I mean, I'm hoping it's more of him being out of control than them just being incompetent at this point. But they're going to go back on the whole 4-year gap. That's where they got to realize what roadblocks they were running into during their first term.
Yep.
And what they did is they rewrote shit so that there were no roadblocks this time. So technically the 4 years off
gave him more of what he needed.
Gave him more of what he needed to.
Earlier,
yeah. But it was like, but they really did do that.
Oh, yeah.
They really took that time and they wrote out everything to not only get through all the blockades, but just to blow the fucking doors off.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of that's really good or bad, or if it has to do with a time machine, but it doesn't seem like it's doing any good for us.
When you go back to Ingersoll's books about the young Baron Trump, the time traveler, it wasn't Donald Trump that was the time traveler. It was young Baron.
Right.
And his mentor, the Don.
Right.
And here's the thing. So let's say Baron's the one with the time machine now. Maybe Dad gave it to him, right? And he's the one who's flying around because he disappears for 6 months to a year at a time for the most part. Oh, he's in school or he's doing he's just not in the media at all.
Yeah, that's true.
And what if maybe he went and saw that and his dad got killed? And he said, at this point in your speech, this is what happens, and you get killed. And he says, well, fuck it. We can use this. If I turn the right way at the right time, it misses me. Oh, shit. Now it works out. And hey, go back and find out if this works, if I do it just like this. Aaron maybe has to do it 5-6 times. No, move a little faster.
I mean, I can't.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, if you believe there's a possibility of a time machine, but
well, I do believe there's a possibility of time travel.
Yeah.
I mean, how else did that guy show up in the middle of New York in the 1950s with Chris Bills from the 1800s and get hit by a taxi?
Yeah.
And it's completely unexplainable, but it's been documented.
Or that picture of the Nazi soldier with a cell phone?
With a cell phone? Interesting.
Dude,
so
there's so much shit like that, dude.
There
was a guy in Egypt that was dug up that was supposed to be like 2,000-year-old, and he had a fucking like what the hell was it?
An old iPhone, right?
No, it was one of the flip phones.
One of the flip phones.
Fucking whatever it was, NVIDIA or whatever.
There's so many little things like that.
Nuts.
And where we're talking about elites drinking the blood of children, is it really that far-fetched to say time travel today? I don't think so. I mean, you read the Epstein files and, well, that makes me think that anything's possible at this point because it's not lies anymore.
No.
And that's why they want to silence everybody from talking about
By the
this
way,
shit.
If you see white smoke in Israel, does that mean they picked a new Epstein?
Oh, what?
I know that was a little nuts, but I had to.
Oh shit!
All right, let's look at this.
Let's look at evil right here, and I do want to say that like I know that Candace Owens went in hard on Erika Kirck, but what I'm going to say right now is that I think there's more to it than just her being an evil person. I think it goes a little bit deeper than that, and I'll let everybody know when I play that video. Yeah. But we might need to give her a little bit of slack. Is all I'm saying. That's what I'm gearing you up for. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm a bad producer, bad camera switcher. Here we go. Now we're gonna listen to this, and this is
look at those eyes, dude.
This is slow mo, and we'll play it.
If you look at her, your skin's not crawling.
I mean, I don't even. Dude.
Demonic, bro.
Like. It's like something you would hear in a cave.
Like, who makes the noises like that? Just sitting there like that.
Well,
dude, and look at her eyes. Dude, she looks like she's ready to fucking eat you.
So what I wanted to explain to everybody is that as of this moment in time, that is slowed down. Okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's also played in forward at slow motion. It's also played in reverse in slow motion. But let's check this out real quick, because this was the Today-ish episode with Sam Tripoli.
Yeah.
And I thought this was just something that hit me, and I went, ooh, that's a little bit different way of thinking about Erika Kirck. Listen to this. I thought it was pretty interesting. And that's real time. She must have been in the middle of thinking but still.
Erika Kirck, like everyone's pounding on Erika Kirck right now. And I would say have a tiny bit of sympathy, not because of the widow thing, but because she's most likely doesn't have a say in what she's doing. She was very early on in her life. Her parents were both CIA. They have no problems with feeding their kids into the meat grinder, and she's probably an MK Ultra sex kitten. It's like Courtney.
She's not even aware of what she's doing.
She has no say in what she's doing. They tell her what to do. They send her where she has to go. She has her job.
Well, why don't they just hide her in the back? Like, why is she out there being insane?
It goes back to that thing. The final thing I was going to tell you is like there's the role of the widow in Kabbalah. Like she's playing a role right now. It's like Courtney Love, if you ask me, had something to do with Kurt Cobain's death. But I would also tell you that she had a very horrible upbringing. Her father was supposed to protect her, put her through the meat grinder, and she probably doesn't have a lot of say at that point what happened in her life. So we should have a little sympathy for that shit.
All right, well,
it's still doing evil shit, though.
Do you hear him? You hear him? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, Erika.
Dude, here's the thing, though. Like, this is why I think this shit's so fake. Like, I think either they killed Charlie, or they knew they were going to kill Charlie way in advance.
Yeah.
Or, and this is what I think, Charlie's still alive. He's in hiding somewhere. Erika was just a pretend wife the whole time. And they basically told him, look, we can either kill you for real at this point. Maybe when he went for the meeting, supposedly for $150 million, maybe they said to him, look, you're going to go, you're going to pretend we killed you, get some plastic surgery, we'll give you some money, you go fucking have a new life somewhere else.
Yeah.
Or we'll just fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I guess I'll take option A, you know? Because here's the thing. TP USA had rented out the Arizona Cardinal Stadium 6 months before he died.
Yep.
Where they had his funeral.
Yep.
Why? He didn't have anything scheduled there. There was nothing scheduled, but they rented out the entire Cardinals fucking football stadium.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they were going to have a big show. You didn't know?
Oh, well, evidently he didn't know either. Fucking kidding me? Right?
It was a surprise show.
This chick, you know, I just lost the love of my life. Oh, he's like the love of my life. He's so great. Our kids are beautiful. This is great. Well, if you love your kids so much, you'd be home with your fucking kids.
Oh, right. And let's
You're
bring
not
that
out there
up.
fucking going,
Based on the diverse sources, Claims of a custody battle between Erika Kirck and Charlie Kirk's parents have spread on social media since late 2025, with rumors alleging grandparents gained temporary custody in December of 2025, and Erika filed a lawsuit in January of 2026. However, these lack official confirmation and appear rooted in unverified gossip. Mainstream news shows no evidence, so the situation remains uncertain, according to Gronk.
Now that's changed now because
has it?
They've taken down Gronk twice now because they said he was anti-Semitic.
I mean, it's fucking retarded, dude. It's
like,
so dumb.
Super Gronk.
Like,
but yeah. I mean, here's the thing, dude. If your husband was killed, if you really love the guy,
yeah,
and you love your children, you're not fucking parading yourself all over the fucking country.
No,
she could have, and if she was really, Charlie Kirk's wife and wanted to do what Charlie Kirk wanted. Who was that female singer, the black female singer there that Charlie fucking hated her? She had her on like the fucking first podcast that she did.
Oh, really?
I don't. Rihanna, I think.
Rihanna?
Maybe. I don't know any of those people, so
Me neither.
I don't listen to that music, so I have no idea. But Charlie Kirk, like a month before he died, was saying that the things she does, the way she dresses and has like young girls that follow her and stuff, is disgusting, and she's a horrible person, and he thinks she's terrible for what she does. And then literally right after he dies, she brings her on. What? Charlie, right before he dies, he's saying, I don't have anything wrong with the Jewish people, but I hate what Israel's doing. They're doing this. And then she's like, he'd come home, Shabbat Shalom, fucking whatever. What? Talk about what was really happening. He was saying he doesn't really trust what was going on with Israel right afterwards.
Right.
So she either has been fucking possessed or replaced with another person or demon or God only knows what. Or she was in on it the whole time, like he just said.
I mean, demons
I think
and
that
angels.
I think their whole marriage was a sham, though.
I think the whole thing was a sham.
Because,
I don't think the kids were actually theirs, and I do believe that there is more to what's going on than just what we're seeing. Because she was more upset about the shooting than she was when Charlie died. And there's no denying that.
Like 5 seconds afterwards, she's like, yeah, I forgive that boy that shot my husband.
Yeah.
They haven't even fucking done or any real
what are you
friggin'
talking
looking into
about?
things. Like, get out of here.
No.
It's all fake,
so
dude.
it's either she's a massive Israel plant.
100%.
Or she's a demon. Or both.
Probably both.
Probably both.
It's funny. Years ago, I would have, 10 years ago, if you'd said to me, really, why would they fake having children? I don't know. Ask the Obamas.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean?
Ask the Obamas. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But like the whole Erika Kirk and Charlie Kirk thing, like she is, there's something more there. I don't know if I don't know if he's alive, but I do have to say that what is going on is just dark and sinister.
Absolutely. Now, we should really get to, because we need to wrap it up soon.
Yes,
but,
sir.
You have the whole Iran thing, and a lot of people think, too, that if Charlie Kirk really is dead, maybe Israel used that as a way to say to Trump, hey, listen, because Trump had been, talking out against attacking Iran, because, Bibi's been talking since 1996. Oh, Iran's like 2 weeks from having nuclear weapons.
Well, I love how it went from 40 years to like 20-something years now.
Yeah, but
and
he was literally saying in an interview in 1996, Iran is like 2 weeks from having a nuke.
Oh, it's been 40 years.
Gee, I don't know. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, 30 years go by and you still think that they're 2 weeks away?
2 weeks.
Dude, so in the fire service, we have a joke about like, oh, hey, that truck, is completely destroyed. When's it coming back? 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, we got to fix this part of the station. When's it going to be done? 2 weeks. It's been the joke for a long time.
It's just 2 weeks. It's always 2 weeks.
It's always, it's because you don't know.
You don't
know. It's bullshit.
You don't have any idea.
Yeah, but if Trump wasn't on board a shill of theirs the entire time, which does worry me because of his son-in-law being Jared Kushner and stuff, and Jared Kushner is obviously a Jewish and has Israeli double citizenship bullshit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But years ago, Bibi came to his home and was a guest in this country and staying with Jared Kushner. and Trump's daughter, Ivanka. Is it Ivanka? Was the daughter? I think so, whatever it is.
Yeah. Ivanka Trump.
Yeah. And Jared Kushner gave up his room to Bibi, which is supposedly like a huge sign of respect in the Jewish culture. Like, he's staying in my house, but I'm going to let him sleep in my bed. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So he's, sucking on the teat of Bibi for sure. And then they have him going, and he's supposed to be one that's mediating between the Palestinians or whatever and Israel. Hello? How do you fucking do that when you're clearly on one side, not the other? You can't be impartial.
There was something that was happening in the house, and they were asking questions, and I forget who it was, but it was like you are not answering the questions, and you're basically picking a side, and it's like again, it's not for the American people.
No,
it's never for the American people.
Which will bring me to the last thing and hopefully wrap this up for us. But remember we were talking about earlier about the 4th of July.
Yes.
Trump had said by 4th of July, everyone's going to know the truth about everything. It's going to happen. You're going to see it. And then I'm going to really share everything. We're going to bring back the World's Fair. We're going to celebrate. The world's going to be in peace. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. Fucking all this bullshit he says. But, I've seen people talking about the ballroom a ton online and stuff, and they'll complain, oh, he's taking all this. It was all privately funded. What's interesting is when you look at the list of who's funding it, $400 million. You got Gates, you got Zuckerberg, you got Bezos, all the fucking Epstein people are on there. They're all on that list, all the big Epstein list people. If you really want to take down the elites, you know what I mean? If you really want to take, I know we've talked about this on other podcasts, but you can't take them out one at a time, because as soon as you start taking them out, they all got these fucking $1 billion bunkers. They're going to go right underground and fucking hide there for as long as they have to, or disappear.
So if you give them a safe space.
So you let them think Trump is on your side. Trump is a cuck for Israel, and Israel runs shit. You know what? Hey, we won. Fucking Trump's actually on our side. We didn't even know it. Trump's throwing a big party fucking in his new ballroom we paid for. Let's all fucking go. It would be the greatest deception to take down these motherfuckers that ever existed. You have the fucking, a couple of SEAL teams there ready to fucking just annihilate these motherfuckers. As soon as they get in there, you lock the doors. He said, can't get drones in there. It's bulletproof, this and that. Fucking have them all up on the second floor, and you got to fucking, shoot them, fish in a barrel.
Right.
They're all dead. Goodbye. See you later. And then Trump comes out and tells everybody the truth. This is what happened. This is what had to be done.
So
this is the only way we could take them all out at once.
That, to me, would be a beautiful story. I don't think it's going to happen, and the only thing that irritates me about the ballroom at this point in time, I really didn't care about it.
Yeah.
But now they're asking for taxpayer money to finish it.
Oh. Well.
And that has got me really boiled, because
I doubt they will, but
it was supposedly going to be
all private.
Yeah. And then after this shooting, they said that the American taxpayers need to pay in to have this ballroom finished. So they're using the shooting to now take our taxpayer money to finish this ballroom. So I don't think that story's going to end the way we want it to.
I mean, you have to pray for that outcome, because if that outcome isn't what happens, then we got to blow the whole thing up.
I mean,
there's no fixing it.
I really think that, unfortunately, that last statement is the truest.
Yeah, well, the thing that worries me is he goes into Venezuela, kidnaps the president, and he's taking hold of their oil reserves. He's going into Iran. He's stealing their oil, basically, all that shit. He's saying he's going to take Greenland by force if necessary. Canada, fuck you, become the 51st state. That sounds like a globalist agenda to me.
Yes, it does.
Does it get any more globalist than that?
Or it's the separation, like copying Russia. And he's making the new America where we are self-sustaining in a sense, like Russia is. And if we were to acquire all of those things, that would be the new great North America.
If you really think about it, right? Russia, China, Iran, there's like, I don't know, a couple other countries in there. They formed that BRICS, right? And they were talking about selling oil in one of their currencies, like maybe out of the Russian, whatever it is, whichever one it is. You got Russia, Iran. Those are two of the biggest oil producers in the world, natural gas and oil, right?
Yeah.
Well, the other biggest ones can be, when you open up the pipelines, us, Venezuela. So if he's taking Venezuela and he's taking Iran and he's going to put a stranglehold on those oil fields and stuff and take them, if he's actually going to take them.
Well, I bet you he would send it to Mexico for refining.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or just bring it here for refining. Whatever.
I don't know if we have enough refineries for it.
Well, wherever he puts it, he's going to be in control of it. Here's the thing. You're going to, like, we owe, what, 40, 50 trillion dollars now in debt?
Yeah.
All these other countries are going to start coming calling for their debt.
I mean, yeah,
right?
I think so.
The only way, because let's say the money we take in, our GDP is like let's say it's $8 trillion.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're never going to pay off that 40 trillion in debt.
No.
Because we don't take in enough.
Mm-hmm.
He was claiming with tariffs, you're going to be able to do that. Clearly, that's not the case.
Obviously not.
If it was, great. It doesn't appear to be so. So he goes to plan B. Let's take hold of some of this oil. Now what happens is China starts saying, well, fuck. Now we can't get oil. We're getting all our oil from Iran. Now we can't get that oil. We can't get it from Saudi because they're your buddies. And you can't get it from fucking Venezuela either because you stole all their ships and everything and took their oil. Well, now Trump can say, well, you want oil? Fine. You're going to get rid of all that debt that we owe you, and we'll sell you oil nice and cheap. You know what I mean? Then Trump looks like the savior over here because he wiped out the national debt. And he's still crushing shit.
I still have hope that something positive is going to happen.
Yeah.
But I will honestly say that just keeping an eye on everything and doing what I'm doing, I mean, it's day to day for us. I think it's day to day for him, and there is no actual fucking plan here. I think the plan went out the window.
He's a lot smarter than people think.
I understand that, but he is surrounded with a lot of people that obviously fed him some terrible information. And if he's
that
listening,
is what worries me.
If he's listening to Israel and Israel's giving him the info, and that's what he's acting on.
Dude, look at him. We saw the video earlier. He's taking credit for 5G getting implemented. Why?
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
If he knew what most people really thought about 5G,
well, see, that's the thing. If
he'd
he's
be like,
smart, he
"Fuck
knows. If he's smart, he knows. He knows that he's completely.
But here's the thing: he looks at it as like, all right, there was a pandemic. I get the first vaccines put out there. Yeah, I saved the day. Not, hey, those vaccines are fucking killing people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And in his mind, he'll say to the people there, are they working? Are they doing good? Oh, yeah, absolutely. So he's like, all right, cool. Yeah, let's go with it. Is he digging deep and looking into shit and seeing what people really think about it? No.
I guess that's a good thing, too, because because, you know, Rogan is so close to getting ibogaine and psychedelics legalized through Trump. Did you see him there at the White House shaking his hand? Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Shit blew up when that happened. But he was there bringing the guys that have been doing all the work with the ibogaine and helping veterans and PTSD and all kinds of people give up addictions and shit like that. Like, ibogaine's been around for almost over 100 years, and now they're actually
is it kind of like ivermectin or something?
No, yes, actually, I did compare it to ivermectin because it's something that's been around forever that actually is effective and works. But it's been deemed this evil thing. And ivermectin was never deemed an evil thing until the vaccines. So, I mean, that really did change things. But this ibogaine thing, I mean, and actually legalizing psychedelics is probably the... I mean, if anybody out there still listens to Rogan like I do, then you're just happy with what's happening right now. But if you're somebody who saw Rogan as this like beam of light and got mad at him when he didn't have politicians on or whatever reason that you choose to hate him today, I will have to say that if by shaking Trump's hand and being buddy-buddy with him, gets psychedelics completely legalized across the United States.
Appreciate that.
I'm going to say fucking yay, buddy. Are you kidding me?
Be careful what you wish for, bro.
I'm not mad at it. And Tyler brought up an argument, too, because he was like, well, great. What is it going to be like on the roads after that? And I go, what's it like on the roads today?
Now.
No one stops at stop signs. Everybody runs red lights. Nobody knows how to merge. No one knows how to yield. Everybody's fucking drunk.
The drugs are worse, dude. Like, dude, heroin and shit. I've seen a guy shoot up, then go driving, and crash into a person's driveway, smash into the person's truck, and there's like a little kid's like, tricycle right next to where he smashed the truck, and I'm like, what the fuck? If there was a kid there and he hit that fucking kid, I would have snapped. But the time I was on the ambulance, I'm like, I don't know how I would have handled that.
Yeah,
having kids and stuff like that's just something that
it's crazy.
You might snap on the person, like, but it's like, and then the cops do nothing.
The way the roads are today, I'm not really worried about people being on psychedelics because right now. They're in fucking K-holes.
The phones are worse than anything.
The phones are the worst.
Yeah,
they are absolutely. I saw a mother just texting with the kid in the back seat, and she did not take her eyes off the phone even after the light turned green. It's very scary out there.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that psychedelics are not really a party drug anyways. So
yeah, no, I get what
people will find out the hard way that they shouldn't abuse psychedelics.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen. That's what always happens. Look at the amount of THC that we have in the pot today. It's like 90%. When I was a kid, it wouldn't go over like 14%. These kids are turning 21 and they're vaping on those pens right off the rip. So again, it's just the weak will thin themselves out. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I know.
It's just
Listen,
how
I'm all
goes.
for survival of the fittest. Let's just do it.
You know what I mean? But yeah. I think personally, yes, I understand. I still think like Dana White's UFC at the White House is going to be fucking dumb. But
they have no good fights.
I just think Rogan.
Where are the good fights?
Rogan finally got a breakthrough, and if Trump doesn't look into the things that he's okaying, and he doesn't really look like. Not that
he's 80.
Not that the polls or anything are like comments, but if he's not paying attention to how much his popularity has dwindled at this point, or anything that he's doing is not causing harm, I personally think him being negligent like that will work out in our favor and get psychedelics legalized. So I'm sorry, I'll take that.
Let's finish with this. The one thing I will say. You remember when everybody was pushing the Epstein thing? What's the one thing that Trump kept throwing back at him?
Well, we keep talking about it.
He's like,
we don't need
This is old news.
It's old news.
Everybody talk about my ballroom. That's all he would talk about.
Yeah.
He'd say Epstein, he'd say ballroom. Epstein, ballroom. That's why I think.
That's why you think. Okay, I can see the link
Trump
there.
Trump loves to put it out there. This is what's going to happen, guys. Don't worry about it. I got you. I got to fool these motherfuckers first. I think that's what's happening. I really do. It's either that or Trump's not Trump. They kill him and then somebody in a mask, dude, because that's the only other thing.
He's in the videos. He's in the files.
Dude,
wild.
The only thing it says about him in the files, I fucking looked. I looked at it. Every fucking thing about Trump in those files was that Epstein was like, fuck this motherfucker.
Well, that is true. They did have a falling out.
There was one thing that was talked about in the files that was... in one notation in the FBI file saying this lady came forward and accused Trump of rape. And it was that fucking cat lady that said her cat's name was Vagina and he molested me in a fucking stall at some fucking crappy clothing store that Trump says, I've never even fucking been there before. I've never been in that building she's talking about. Like, not only that, but look at her. She's ugly and she got a cat named Vagina. And she goes on CNN and she goes, I think rape is sexy.
Well, when are they supposed to finish the ballroom? Are they going to finish it by the 4th of July?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, how many times have they halted that construction already? Twice? 3 times?
I don't know.
All right, man. Well, we'll leave you all with that because we don't know as much as you don't. And I'm pretty sure the fucking president has no idea at this point.
I don't know, man. Gotta find the truth somehow, though, right?
We just keep digging.
Yeah.
We keep looking. That's all we
Keep
can
vigilant.
do. And
pray.
once you stop connecting the dots, it'll all fall apart. Trust me. Just close your eyes and walk through your day, and you'll be fine. But I personally can't live my life that way, which is why I'm so glad I have this today, and I have friends like you
Absolutely,
who come
brother.
on, and
Pleasure to be
we
here.
have these discussions whether we agree or disagree. It's
yeah.
it's just it's great conversation because we can't let this stuff die. We can't.
Oh.
We have to keep talking about it. And on that note, everybody, I do hope everybody has an amazing rest of their Thursday. Enjoy your weekend, and as always, I will talk to you next week.